All right, welcome to the live practice of the spa race here at WEC rfactor2 WEC.com. I'm Ron Caranci, and there's live testing going on. We got looks like we got 4 cars out there on the track. They're all LMP1s. Testing here at Spa. Looks like it's a pretty nice day out there. It's air temperature 23 degrees, track temperature 29 degrees. So looks like a lot of rubbers on the track. See what kind of times these drivers are pulling off. Right now we're looking at the Speedy Mite Racing Team driver number 84. As the session just started, and we'll see what happens here and see what kind of lap times is going on. Looks like we lost one of the drivers there. It looks like he's finished the testing for today. So we got 3 left on the track. We got the 51 Racing Team, the Gilles, and the Eric Monet, and they're testing their car out. Also, we are looking at the number 84 right now, Speedy Mite Racing Team, number 84, LMP1. We got some live timing on them, as you can see. This is timing going in the sector 1. Just coming down the hill towards the Rouge.
Brett joined your channel.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Alright, we're sorry about the delay there. Just got the YouTube channel up and running. Alright, we're looking right now at the 51 Racing Team. Got some sound on it for you. It's good to have a little sound out there. Alright, so we got Gilles and Eric going at it right now, and they're both number 2. That's a Porsche. 51 Racing. So far they've on the chart so far I've only seen them win, I think, in about the 1:59 to 2 minute bracket. So we'll see if they can get their car a little bit better. And you can see it, Gilles just got this last lap at 2 minutes, 0.3. Beautiful track here done by Gary Cross, GXPC Personal Computers. He had edited the track for us, gave us the pit stalls we need for 42 vehicles. So if you're out there and you're part of the rfactor2wec.com and you want to get some testing time in, we are live here on RC12 Sim Racing TV. And we are live going through the eSport 3 TV channel as well. see a little tire smoke there coming off the 51 as he went around the corner. A little slide job through the corner there, but a lot of grip. Oh, a little wide there for Eric in front of him. We're thinking about 156s, because that's what we were pulling off the other day, 156s for prototype 1, but that's with nobody on the track, and well, not a saturated track with rubber, but it definitely had a little bit of grip on it, so maybe we can pull off a little quicker lap times. Right now they're at about a 1 minute 59 to 2 minute lap right now for the Porsches. As the two Porsches are, I guess they're practicing the drafting too, because you can see Eric staying behind, Jill staying behind him. So probably trying to figure out what they got, what kind of car they got in the slipstream. Trying to set up what kind of tires they're going to use. Maybe a little bit of strategy. We're 2 weeks away from the race. Well, about a week, actually a week and a half away from the race. We'll have a test race on Saturday in a couple of days, and to check out pit stalls and so forth on the track to make sure everything works properly. And then we'll have our usual driver's briefing the week after, just before our race. And it is a 6-hour race, and it's an endurance race here at the rfactor2wec.com. Last race, the 51 Racing Team, this number 2 car, at Detroit won the race in LMP1, so we'll see what happens. Oh, a little hard hit by Eric just behind him there, as Eric kind of pancaked the wall there, leading towards the back straight, or the back stretch here at Spa. And Gilles carries on, so he's looks like he's even. Actually, he's under his time there. The yellow's under his time, so he's under his time right now. Let's see what happens in that sector. Yep, it's a 2:02. So yellow's under your time. Well, green is under your time, and yellow is under your best lap time. It's not purple on our sectors; it's yellow. So yellow means fastest lap. Right through Rouge. Good line there. See if I can put some telemetry on it. Actually, you can see in your top right, it flashes for you. 329 kilometers. See if we can get an in-car shot here of Gilles. You see what he's seeing? Carlos Alba heads into the server for a little bit of practice. You're watching live practice here of the 6 hours of Spa. Ron Caranci, Brett Gray's around somewhere, roaming around the pit area, trying to figure out what everybody needs for their practice session, maybe dropping off a few bottles of water. See the final chicane as Gilles goes through the final chicane. He is under his time again in the third sector. He wasn't in the first. Let's see what happens here. Yep, 159. New best lap for Gilles. 51 Racing's number 2, LMP1. See him go through a Rouge now. tackling those rumble strips aggressively. So far, Gilles is on top of the charts. We got 3 showing right now. Actually, there's 4 on the server right now. But Gilles is topping the charts in LMP1 class. The looks like we got 2 LMP2s on the track. It's the 84, and looks like Carlos Alba just got
Message
in.
received.
Alright, sorry about the delay and the answer, Brett. Looks like Brett's going to come on and do a few laps in the Rebellion. So we'll get another car out there. But right now, it looks like Gilles went green in the first sector on his own time. In the second sector, it's like he's green in the second sector. We'll see what happens. Watching live testing here of the 6 Hours of Spa. I'm Ron Caranci. RC12 Sim Racing channel. Simulcast on the eSport TV 3 channel. Yep, just went green in the second sector. And the third sector right now looks like he's under his best lap time. And we'll see what happens. So Gilles right now off the pace by about 3 seconds right now off the top of the charts. Was a 156 right now in LMP1 class, was a 156.4. Alright, there's the last lap. 159.993.
Rep disconnected from SCFR.
Alright, let's see if we can get another car on the track here. We got a temporary car there, so we'll back out so we can get the car graphics loaded in. We'll see what we do here. Go back to race. Alright. Let's see the second place car here. It's Eric Monet in the 51 Racing number 2. And Eric's last lap was a 2:01.2. 76, so he's a little bit off his co-pilot there. So we got 2 LMP1s right now on the track, along with 2 LMP2s. Let's see if we can look at Carlos Alba. There's Carlos Alba. It's another Speedy Mite Racing LMP2, the 113 of Carlos Alba. see what Carlos does here. He hasn't posted a lap yet. There it is. 218.2 in Prototype 2 class. Carlos Alba, Speedy Mite Racing. See what the P2 looks like inside. We'll drive along with the P2. in Prototype 2. Carlos Alba. Very aggressive on the downshifting. Gone green in the first sector. It's only posted one lap so far. It was at 218.209. Oh, we got a little speed wobble there off one of the S's. The rumble strip's a little aggressive. Shook up the car a little bit. Runs a little wide there, leading to the back stretch. Gilles just pulled off a 158, looks like. Through the final chicane here at Spa, and we'll see what this lap time is. It looks like he's gone green in both sectors. Yes, it's a 110. So Carlos Alba betters his best time so far in Prototype 2. In the 113 Speedy Mite Racing, Ligier. We got one. I think we got one around in Sector 1. Looks like it's cleared. Times they've been in the pits. Shows only one pit stop so far for the number 84 team, Speedy Mite Racing, Prototype 2. Right now, currently watching Carlos Alba in the Speedy Mite Racing number 113, Ligier in Prototype 2. Testing live here at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Let's see what his lap time is. He's gone green in all three sectors. Yes. Last lap was the 2:00 or 2:08, sorry, .930. All right, let's see if we can go back and, well, it looks like Savardra is in the pits right now, in the garage area. And Gilles is in the garage area. Eric's in the garage area. The only one on the truck right now is Carlos Alba, as he's over in the first sector on his best lap time. See if we can't pull up telemetry on this for you. Right over top of his name here. We got this in miles per hour right now. Oh, he hit the wall hard. And around goes the car.
26 Brett joined SCFR.
So, it's going to have to bring her back to the garage for some repairs, and we'll be right back. Just a moment. Alright, looks like Brett's getting him stuff all set up. Get into the little bit of practice here, so we'll have to see Brett there. But Carlos Alba coming out right now in the 113 along with his the sister car there, Savardra, in the 84 LMP2. And as soon as Brett enters the servo, we'll bring Brett down in the room, and we have him all mic'd up while he's on there doing some testing, and we'll get a couple of words or two from Brett while he's actually testing the car out. Currently you're looking at the 84 right now. It's an out lap here. Just warming up the tires. Speedy Mite Racing number 84 LMP2 Ligier. I think it's Adrian Savardra, but I'm not sure. And the sister car behind him, number 113 of Carlos Alba. Let's see how many laps the boys posted so far. It looks like 10 laps for Gilles, 8 laps for Eric, 5 for Alba, and 7 for Savardra. It's a long circuit here, 2-minute lap here at Spa's Frankenchamp's course in Belgium. Alright, here we go. Time lap coming up. Coming into turn 1. Keeps it tight, but then he exits a little wide off the rumble strips, but they're both pretty close to each other, maybe trying a little bit of a slipstream and see what kind of drafts these cars are going to pick up. Coming down through Rive Rouge right now. Flat out through there. $278.4 kilometers for the Prototype 2. Looks like T2G Sachet is in the game right now. He's going to come and do some laps, and I think that's an LMP1, number 73. Don't know if T2G's in the 73. Maybe they're just testing a car out. Maybe they're going to try to change makes during the middle of the season. But if you change makes during the middle of the season, you lose. Look out! Around goes, oh, almost hit the guardrail, but he's into the gravel trap for Savardra in the 84. So it looks like Carlos Alba slowed down as well. So it looks like they were definitely trying to bring it back to the pits. They were definitely trying to slipstream. And we don't have anybody on the track right now. We'll take a little break. We'll load in some of the cars. It looks like that Savardra is going back out. We'll load in a few more of the cars. Trying to get up the full screen here. All right. There we go. Got our broadcast back and going. And looks like Carlos Alba coming back out on the track in the 113 car after, oh, it looks like he might be waiting for his the sister car there. Long run down this pit lane here. We're going to use the whole pit lane here at Spa. A little bit bumpy on the exit. So if any drivers are listening right now and watching this feed, it's definitely a little bumpy on the exit of the pit lane, so be aware of that with this track here. You see a lot of bumps. So right there, you see them going through a little bit, and there's going up the hills a bit of bumps. You got to be careful coming up the hill here when you're exiting your exiting pit lane. Looks like he's going to wait at the end of the pit for Savardra. Yep, here comes Savardra. Looks like they're testing slipstreams and drafting. See what they got on the car. Make sure they don't top out and hit the rev chip. See if their gearing's all set up right. You got 2 weeks, a week and a half of testing still. We're just in the early stages of testing right now, as the track and the mod has just been released for the upcoming round 6 here at the rfactor2wec.com. We're on Caranci, live testing of the Spa Francorchamps 6 hours, the endurance race here with the multi-class. Got the GTLM class, the LMP2, and of course Prototype 1. So right now they're on their out lap. Looks like he's left his partner, so I don't know if it was a slipstream or not, but the sister car is about a straightaway away right now. Let's see who else is in there. Yep, Carlos Alba. Let's ride along with Carlos. Get a little hood camera shot. The back straight here at the back stretch here. Right under the 51 Racing banner. I want to thank the 51 Racing team for their donation, as well as all the teams that donated to help the rfactor2wec website. Server costs, broadcast fees, and you know, a lot of things that go on behind the scenes here at the rfactor2wec.com, and we want to definitely thank you guys for your contribution. Oh, a little wide. His partner car there, a little bit wide there, but looks like they're trying to set up for that slipstream to go through the straightaway. Well done. Through a Rouge coming up, and Rouge here. You can see what's happening. You want to see if they can get that slipstream. See what it's got. There it is right there. Pulled up and then put the brakes on, it looks like. Oh, a little speed wobble there off the grass. Got a little left side tires there up on the grass. You're riding along with the Carlos Alba machine, the Speedy Mite Racing number 113 in LMP2. Testing here at Spa, Francorchamps. It's a nice day. No rain in the forecast for testing today. Savardra in front of him goes a little wide there. Alright, looks like we got Brett Gray in the Rebellion number 1. Racing Simplified machine. Joined up on the server, and we'll get Brett down in the broadcast. We have him mic'd up in the car, so we'll get him down in the broadcast center, and we'll have a few words while he's driving to see how the car is handling.
$26 Brett was moved to your channel JFK on SCFR.
So we got Brett in the broadcast center now too, as he's on the server getting ready, strapped into the Rebellion. Brett, you got a copy?
Yes.
Alright, so you're planning on doing a little bit of testing in that number 1 today?
Yes. Hopefully we can put in a good show next weekend.
Oh, we're watching Carlos Alba right now. He's gone green in the first sector, second sector, and the third sector right now. He's gone green as well, so we'll see if he can better his lap. Oh, he goes off the track into the gravel. That'll do the... that'll hurt that lap time for sure. And we'll go up to see if we got Brett Gray on the track right now. Yep, Brett's on the track. In the WEC Racing Simplified number 1. In Prototype 1, it's Brett Gray in the... see what happens here to Brett. He hasn't posted a lap yet. Looks like we're getting another car joining up. Christopher Zavert. Looks like that's another LMP1. Okay, Brett's on a hot lap right now. We'll see what happens. As he goes through flat out, he got a little wide off the corner there at the top of the Rouge, and the down the straightaway right now. Let's see what he can do through the left rights. Sorry, the right lefts coming up here at the end of the straight. Oh, we have one right through the S's there. So he's, it might have been one of the Speedy Mite racing team cars of, I don't know, 113 there. Looks like he may have spun out. Brett almost tagged him going by. Oh, he gets a little sideways and kind of drifts it through the final chicane. See what lap time Brett comes up with here. It's going to be look like a 2-minute lap here, yeah. 2 minutes, .5 for Brett Gray in the Rebellion number 1, LMP1 for the Racing Simplified, WC Racing Simplified. Alright, let's see if we can find another car here. It looks like Gilles Sorrentis is coming back on the track in 51 Racing number 2. In the Porsche. And if you're just joining us, this is the car that won the race at Detroit, at Belle Isle. 1.4 hours last week in round 5 of the championship, which I think was round 3 of the sprints, or round 2, yeah, round 3 of the sprints, and it was Gilles, and it was I think it was there's Gilles and Eric Monet, and one other driver slips my mind right now. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm trying to remember the driver's name now. Oh, Sherman. That's what I'm... Sorry, guys. My mind's going a little bit blank now. But Sherman and Gilles. There was a 151 and a 51. Sorry, a 151 and a car number 2. And I think the car number 2, this is the one that won it. Alright, we see change for first place right now on the charts. 157.9 for T2G Chalette. And right now that's the T2G Esport machine in Prototype 1. 157. And let's ride along with them. Definitely running a Porsche. Well, our broadcast software keeps me switching cars here. Something here. We're going to see if we can reset it. Seeing warp or something, but that car looked like, yeah, it looks like it's warping. That's what's happening right now. I'm getting a little warp from the T2G machine. That's why it's flipping the cameras like that. He's definitely got a very high quality rating here. He's definitely having problems with his line, so we'll get off that car. And Brett Gray. And we got Brett Gray right now. Yeah, 159 on the last lap, 851. looks like we lost the PTG car right now. He was having a lot of warping issues. We can tell it wasn't our cameras, it was the car, so he was having definitely connection problems to the server. But he did post the 157. Let's see if we can ride along with Brett in his rebellion. Looks like P2G shot Shachet is back in the server. Hopefully it's stable, a little bit stable connection now, and maybe we can get back to some serious practicing. As we're riding along with Brett Gray, WEC Racing Simplified #1. He's green in his first sector, green in his second sector. Let's see what happens in the third sector. There it is, 158.5. Brett Graves goes to 2 on the charts right now in prototype 1 of the cars that are practicing out here at the Belgium Spa Francorchamps circuit here at the WEC Racing's WEC rfactor2.com, WEC's website. Head over to rfactor2wec.com and sign up if you want to enter an endurance team or a sprint racing team. There's still lots of room available, and if we don't have any room, we'll put you on a quick list, but there's lots of room available. If you want to sign up a team, just remember to read your rules first before you sign up. Make sure you read all the rules and regulations before you sign up. A lot of the drivers nowadays hit the site and want to sign up, but they kind of skim over the rules and regulations, and they should definitely read through them, because we hold our drivers to the utmost standards here, the highest standards of racing here for infractions and penalties. So if you do not read the rules, or your team managers do not inform you, you will be seeing yourself in the sin bin for a little while here at rfactor2wec.com. So just the word to the wise and a heads up for some of the drivers. Brett looks like he pulls off the track here, so let's see if maybe he brings it back to pits, and we'll ask Brett what's going on. Okay, Brett, so what's going on with the car?
It seems pretty good actually. Plenty of grip out there. Very pointy. Just got to get used to that. But I think it's really pointy due to the amount of grip that's out there on the track at the moment.
Well, right now you're looks like Gilles just pulled off the track there and stopped his lap. Right now 157 is showing on the T2G number 73, and he's in top of the chart right now. The 5 of you guys, well, the 3 of you LMP1s that are out there, you got 2 P2s out there.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the quickest lap, just looking for consistency, doing working on race setup. Not too concerned about qualifying.
Well, we definitely have some warp going on with that 73 car. It's working pretty badly. Are you seeing that out there?
Yes, I've seen it coming onto the front straight there out of the last S-bend onto the main straight. Was disappearing all over the place.
Yeah, he won't be able to race in the race like that, so hopefully his connection stabilizes out. Maybe he's having some bad weather there. But definitely won't be able to race with that like that in the race.
Yeah, he's the only one that I've seen doing it.
Yeah, everybody else seems stable. Looks like the prototype 2s there, the Speedy My Racing prototype 2s, are, oh, one goes into the wall. They were kind of figuring, looked like they were testing some slipstreaming, a little bit of drafting, to see what the cars were like together, if they could pass. So you're back on the track, and
Yep.
we'll try it again. Alright, Brett takes the final chicane. Now we'll get down the front straight there and get a time lap in. We'll see what he can do, if the changes in the garage he made helped him out or not. A smooth turn through turn 1. And he got a good run down the hill. And we'll see what he does through the Rouge. If he can stay stable through the Rouge. Looks like he's pretty stable through the Rouge. Got a little bit of a swift stream off the P2s that were coming out. Turn 3 and 4. Good stable line through there. He's got it going. He's green in this first sector. But that was the straight line sector, so we'll see what happens if he does in the high-speed S's coming. High-speed left-hander, off-camber left-handers coming up. This one here is very important to set up this left-hander that's coming up. It's off-camber, the sweeping left-hander. You want to carry a lot of speed through here. Got a little tire burn there, a little scrub on the tires. You can see some tire smoke. You see what he gets through the S's here, if you can get a nice smooth line through these S's. Looks like you got a good turn through the S's there. Now we'll see what happens when he comes down the bottom here and goes through the sector. Let's see if he gets it. Looks like he's up on his time. He's up on his best time. He's gone green in sector 2. And we'll see what happens in sector 3 here. Good line through the final high-speed right, high-speed left-hander. Now here we go through the chicane, the final chicane. Let's see what happens here. Doesn't look like he's up on the time now. Looks like he lost a little bit through there. We'll see what happens here. Oh, yeah, he's up on it. He's actually on top of the charts with a 157.242. So he picked it up off that final corner. So the Racing Simplified Sport number 1, Brett Gray, on top of the charts here in live testing for the 6 hours of Spa here at the rfactor2wec.com. I'm Ron Caranci. I'm joined via mic, and we had him mic'd up as Brett Gray as he's driving in the Rebellion right now. 327.5 kilometers. Oh, around he goes. So he got one lap in there. Well, let's see if we can talk to him. Brett, you got a copy? As he's turning it around right now. Yep, there he goes. He was turning it around right now. Well, you went top of the charts with a 157.2, but the couldn't get a second one in there as you looped it.
Yeah, I just went a bit too deep there into that burn, just trying a different braking point. Seemed to have locked up the rear, or if it didn't lock, it definitely was the rear end that got loose. But yeah, I made a little change to my steering lock, and that seems to have made it a lot better.
Hopefully the T2G car number 73 here looks like it's stabilized out a bit here now. I'm watching them right now. We'll see what happens if it starts to warp again. It looks like it's pretty stable right now. I don't see the cameras going all over the place. And that's a Porsche they're driving in the number 73. Oh, now it's starting to pop again, so he got up to the top of the turns and now it's starting to warp again on him. And around he goes into the wall. So he's definitely having some problem with connection issues. Alright, we're watching Carlos Alba right now, Speedy Mite Racing. And so far he's gone green in all three sectors right now. He's right in second sector right now. We'll see what happens. Last lap at 2:11.491. Gone green in the second sector. We'll see what happens in his lap time here. Looks like he's under right now by 7/10. Oh, he kind of missed that last chicane. I don't know if that's going to hurt him. Looks like it may. Still showing green. Let's see what happens. Here it is. .208.257. So he's got something going there. Well, maybe it was a qualifying run because he slowed down to let his partner by. Let's see what happens here. There's Savardra now in LMP2 number 84, Speedy Mite Racing. These guys have been on a while now. See how many laps they've run. 18 laps for Savardra, 16 for looks like the 113 car. So got 18 laps in. Brett's got 10 in, and T2G Sachet has got 7 in, but he's having some problems with connection issues. Gilles, 14 laps posted. And right now, currently watching the 84 LMP2 of Savardra in that Ligier. He's over by a 10th on his time in the first sector. Let's see what happens in the second sector. Yeah, he's over on the second sector there. It's 1.3 seconds over on the second sector. I don't think he'll be able to make up 1.3 seconds in the final sector. But it looks like these LMP2s have some real good control through the corners. But you have a real big speed difference between the LMP1s and the LMP2s, so it's going to make for some good racing come the race at Spa in a week and a half here. Alright, his last lap, 2:12. So he's definitely off his the pace there that the Carlos Alba was running there in the sister car, the 113. Alright, let's see if we can get further back here and get the LMP1 class again. Gilles in the Porsche 51 Racing number 2. Let's see if we ride along with Gilles. Oh, he got a little bit on the grass there. He saved it. Looked like he was going to get around, but Gilles saved it. Not going to be too good for the lap time, but it's the out lap anyway of his thing, so we'll see what happens here. Here's the starting of his lap, and we'll do a full complete lap with Gilles as he starts his time lap. Turn 1. Clips the rumble strip a little bit. Outside rumble strip as well. You can see him up the gearbox very quickly. Porsche runs over 9,000 RPM. Oh, he loses it in the Rouge, and around he goes into the wall. Hard hit as he loses the front end of that car.
That was pretty big.
Yeah, we watched it live as Gilles hit the rumble strip the wrong way and just spun his car up into the wall there and took the front end off it. So now we'll run it with Brett Gray again, and we'll get an in-car shot. And we got Brett on the screen now, in-car shot, and we'll ride along with Brett for a little bit. One thing about the Rebellion, it's the only rear-wheel drive car in the Prototype 1 class. It's definitely tough to drive. It's got, you can see as he's sliding right now, and it's in through the gravel there.
She lost the drift.
Yeah, we're just talking about the rear-wheel drive on the Rebellion compared to the other three LMP1s that have the four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and it's definitely tough to drive the Rebellion. I mean, it can get some speed. You can get some speed out of it, but the rear wheel, the torque to the rear wheels, and you get no pull from the front wheels, makes it tough to drive. He was flat out through there in 5th. 6,300 RPMs, 6,400 RPMs, about 6,500 RPMs on the Rebellion. It's about right. Tops out at 6,800 RPMs, but definitely in the gonna leave a little bit on the end of that car, because just in case of the you get in a draft situation with a couple cars down the straight and you're running off the rev chip, and that might heat up the car a little bit too, and you don't want that to happen in a 6-hour race. You don't want any engine problems in a 6-hour race. As he's through this off-camera sweeping left-hander, this is that high-speed left in the middle sector. Coming through the S's now. Set it up in the second gear. Just kind of off the throttle there. Let's see what he does here. Coming through this little corner here, down in the second gear. It's a little wide. Should be able to hold it wide open here. Yep, around this corner here. Down the back stretch. Should be able to hold it wide open through the little kink here coming up. And yes, he does. 196 miles an hour. Almost 200 miles an hour going into this final chicane. Went in a little deep there, but looks like he made it through. Let's see what his lap time is. He did go off earlier. It's 1:59.021 on that last lap. He's done 14 laps so far. Alright, back in prototype 2. Speedy Mite Racing. Carlos Alba, 113. He's gone green, it looks like, in both sectors so far. It's only showing him 1/1000th. Actually, sector one he was over by 6/100ths. He's showing green in the second sector. The last lap was a 2:35, so it was his out lap. Again, I'd like to say welcome to everybody watching our broadcast here as these cars are testing for the 6 hours of Spa in a week and a half here at the rfactor2wec.com Endurance Championship. I'm Ron Caranci, eSport TV. Simulcast on the RC12 Sim Racing Live network here on YouTube. This is rFactor 2. Alright, we're back with number 2, Gilles, in the 51 Racing LMP2 Porsche. LMP1 Porsche. And Gilles' last lap was 2:17. So he's around the 58, 59, 2-minute bracket with, I guess, the tires he's using. He might be using the mediums, I think. As Brett's using the Ultra Softs, which is the softest compound, like to say qualifying compound if you want to call it that, but they definitely last one leg, but the drop-off is a little bit more severe than the other tires, so probably think about running the softs or the mediums at this track here, especially if it's a 6-hour endurance race. And Gilles right now is over his best time by 1.2 seconds. We had 5, I think, on the server. 5 guys practicing today. There's a lot of guys practicing different times because of different time zones. And we'll be concluding our broadcast in about 8 or 9 minutes now. Stick around with the last 8 minutes of this testing. And currently watching the 51 Racing Porsche LMP1 of Gilles, as he's over by 4/10 in the first sector on his best lap. You can tell that these guys are making quick changes, going to the garage, making a couple changes, coming out, testing them, seeing if the car is better or worse, and you can tell by lap times that they may be going the wrong direction. We'll see what Gilles' second sector is like. Right now he's still, the first sector is still 4/10 over. Let's see if he picked up anything in the second sector. I don't think he did. I didn't see any green lines there. We're still in the white. See if he lost a little bit of time here as he comes through the second sector. Yeah, it looks like he's lost another 4/10 there. He's now, looks like 8/10. So he's lost 4/10 in the first sector, 4/10 in the second sector off his best lap time. So don't know if he's pleased with the way the car is running right now. He might want to go in and make a few more changes to it and come out and get a couple more laps in, see what it's like. And we'll see what the next lap is here. He posts that last lap, 158. Looks like a 158.9 on the last lap, which was not a bad lap. That was that might have been his best lap. So he was over by actually on his best lap by 8/10, but he picked it up in that final sector. So he's set up for speed, it looks like here. He's 3/10 over right now. Looks like he's set up for speed right now. And he's not worrying about the corners too much and using the straights here. And it picked up a little quicker lap time there at a 158.9. His best lap time so far was a 158.197 as he pulls off into the gravel and kind of rips the wall there a little bit. And he's back in the garage. All right, back with Brett Gray right now. Yeah, we'll see what Brett pulls off here. He's still his best lap on the server today is still 157.242. His last lap was a 200.274. But he's over by 3/10 in the first sector. Got a little speed wobble there. And he's making that off-cambered left-hander, and now coming down through the high-speed off-cambered left-hander. Oh, he goes a little wide. Still managed to keep the car in shape. He got a little side drift there going around that first part of the S's. Now let's see his second sector. Oh, he's out into the gravel. Oh, he's definitely lost another bunch there. 1.9 seconds. He's lost almost a second and a half on that second sector. So he's definitely pushing it, trying to go as fast as possible. The car doesn't seem to be picking up the corners the way he wants it to. Gets to the final corner there, and looks like he's going to bring her down into pit lane. Make some repairs and some changes to the car. Alright, so let's get back to Gilles. As Gilles is out on the track again in an out lap, he's going to try to better his lap time. Maybe made a few changes in the garage. Didn't like what he saw on the last few laps that he ran. And we'll see if the pit crew made a, the garage guys made a few changes on it. Yeah, I'm here. So how's the car running? You got a little weaker on that last lap?
Yeah, yeah, I'll talk about it off air. Don't want to give away any secrets.
all the secret is you got to drive the car. That's the secret.
True.
Well, we're watching right now the 51 Racing Team as he's trying to better his lap. And they're making a bunch of changes to that Porsche. And it looks like T2G has topped the charts with a 156.361, even with the warp that he had there. So you can see that the Porsche definitely has some some giddy up, especially at this track. But it looks like Gilles hasn't figured it out yet, but T2G has.
There's definitely a lot of grip out there. Well, the Rebellion feels nice. Very consistent.
Liam Davies joined SCS5.
Let's see what we can do here.
26 Brett left your channel and switched to SCS5 on SCS5.
So Gilles looks like he's over in the first sector. And this is, I think this is his out lap right now. So we'll see what happens. This looks like it's his out. I think this is his out lap, but I'm not sure. Might have got caught there when I was talking to Brett, not paying attention. Looks like Gilles is going to stop it and bring her back to the garage. And we're going to end our broadcast coverage of the live testing here at Spa. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see if we can't bring some more live testing on eSport TV, simulcasted on RC12 Sim Racing Live. Here, I'm Ron Caranci signing off from Francorchamps here at the Belgium circuit. Hope you enjoyed the telecast.